more friendships, less sex. Apparently, Gen Z is getting sick of seeing sex on screens, according to a new UCLA survey. In fact, 48% agreed that sex is usually an unnecessary part of most TV shows and movies. The survey says that Gen Z's values and desires reach depths beyond what society has typically explored. What this means is that over half of young adolescents are tired of watching simplistic romantic relationships, and they're also tired of seeing relationships that glorify toxic connections. Now, before we get too excited, I think there is a bit of a catch here. It seems like the new generation's response to the entertainment industry is to reject the value of romantic relationships altogether. Over half of older Gen Zs say they would rather stay single than pursue committed relationships. And almost 40% say they want to see more asexual characters on TV. Now, I think Gen Z is right that the media's commodification of romantic relationships has become sickening, but let's not throw out the baby with the bathwater. I see this trend as a great opportunity for storytellers to step up and tell great stories of relationships that explore depth and meaning. I think of stories like Pride and Prejudice. What makes this a timeless story is Jane Austen's witty and clever observations about the fickleness of human nature, while at the same time the narrative tells us that the backbone of true love is truth, humility, and forgiveness. Very different from our current shallow and feelings-obsessed culture. But if romantic stories feel overrated, let's take a look at the epic story of friendship between Jonathan and David in the scriptures. We see heroic sacrifice and brotherly love on display amidst sitcom-worthy drama and chaos. Of course, we can't forget that the biblical narrative is a grand story of love and redemption. The Christian TV show The Chosen does a great job exploring themes from scripture in a way that everyone can relate to. I think what Gen Z and frankly many of us are rejecting is content full of lust and no substance. But I'd caution Gen Z against quitting the topic of love altogether. After all, the Apostle Paul says that there's nothing greater than love. And this is not the kind of love that Hollywood's been feeding us for generations. It's a kind of love that gives us hope for the future. A love that endures trials. A love that is willing to sacrifice. A love that is willing to stand up for the truth. It's a choice put into action. And that's the basis for both romantic relationships and also friendships. So I would encourage younger people to go deeper and explore a love that's based on action instead of mushy feelings that don't last.